hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Naturally Latree Inspires, and I am back with the update video on Keesha Kaylee and Jeremy Postell, Keisha Anderson, Splash the Don, whichever names you call them. As you see, I've been doing some posting some videos about hot topics and things going on across the YouTube. And one that I have been speaking out on is Keesha Kaylee. The new update, 2 videos. I'll try to do a little bit of commentary, reaction, and reviews on this topic of them, of what she recently posted with the new home. So they purchased that new home, and they actually did do the new house tour, or empty house tour. That's how she titled it. She recently spoke out in one video that she was going to be doing renovation. So they're going to be doing new renovations, you know, all of that with the home. She did a webinar, and she's just been speaking out on different things, how she's thinking it's going to take a little time to really get the house to their liking of what they really want it to look like. So she did go to the house in today's video. She met at the door with the little knocker on the door handle. The girl's so cute. They had locked her out, it appeared. They were looking through the window about the door like, hey mommy. And Keisha, she had a plan in her mind, you know, go to the house, be so cute, you know, open the front door, and then we start the tour. But kind of looked threw off with the girls. They like to prank their mom, it appears. So eventually by her knocking on the door, she said, go get daddy, who is Jeremy Postell Splash the Don. Got him. He opened the door up. They proceeded on into the house tour. Okay, so going into the house, straight as you walk in here, she goes in this room here to the right. She goes straight in and she says, this room here, they had it as a piano room or whatever they had been utilizing it for. That's not their plan for the room. They're thinking more of maybe an office or a playroom for the girls. Okay, I'm gonna give my opinions in this video, because it's my opinions, commentary, my reactions from videos that I am watching. Walking straight into my front door, or if I'm visiting someone, walking straight into the front door, I don't think that is very inviting and welcoming. When you, I mean, not to say not so welcoming, but you know, the comfort of it all. When you first walk in, to say toy room, you know, it's gonna be toys all over the place all the time. That little junkiness going on, and it's gonna be, you know, a bit of an eyesore. So I would say something more inviting and cute, you know, homey, comfortable when you first walk in. I say more like living room. When I say walking straight in, I say living room. Even a den or sitting room, to me, depending on how it's set up, sometimes you want it a little further off opposed to when you first walk in. But that's just my opinion on that. Then go across the way. But when you first walk into the foyer or whatever, you see the stairwell, a little hallway there, that room there, and then on the other side, she said that's the dining room with the big mirrors there on the wall. It's kind of like full of mirrors. She says they hadn't quite decided on what they want to do with that, but the way the mirrors are on the wall, it gives dancing studio. Not to say that's what it would be, but that's what it gave me, the way the walls are mirrored there. Even to keep mirrors there, I would say they need to be updated, the kind of mirrors that are there. But that's just my opinion on that. If it's a dining room, I don't think I would want mirrors in there at all like that. So anyway, the chandeliers there, whatever, a lot of the chandeliering, I could see where she's saying they want to remodel and make things a little more modern day look, you know, up to the liking of what they like. But she also spoke out that she wants a lot of our opinions, the viewers' opinions, subscribers' opinions on the remodeling and renovation of the property. They may become a little confusing, I would say, Keesha and Jeremy, as far as getting a lot of input. But I don't know if you just feel like you need input to be able to make the decisions, because just the way the tour was going on, the tour that what they were doing in the video, it just seemed that it almost seemed like they were looking at the house for the first time. Like, you did not know that was there. You didn't know that attic was there. You didn't know that little trap door was there. You didn't know that some of the things, hidden features to the home, was kind of like shocking. But going back to the dining room, where they were speaking about some of the little things that they were planning to do there. But back up just a second. Kids are going to be kids, true enough. But first thing you do when welcoming children or anyone into a new environment, you started out how you intended for it to be moving forward. Whether it be you don't want shoes worn in your house, whether it be you don't want eating in a certain room, you're eating or drinking in a certain room, whatever it be, the rules that you're applying. So initially, first thing we see, the girls, they're walking and eating potato chips and things all over the floor already. As they're in the dining room, they're talking, the big spill of chips are in the middle of the floor. So Keesha proceeds to try to hurry up and get them done while doing the house tour. And the girls, some of the girls would want to try to hurry up, pick them up and kind of almost eat them off the floor. Baby, we know the house is not disinfected, cleaned, or none of that. So Keesha tries to present them, keep them from doing that. So that kind of threw her off for a second. But moving on from the dining room, you go toward, I think, more like I think we went to the kitchen. And that's kind of what you all kind of like seen when they did their closing day. If you've seen that video where they were in the kitchen with the little island, the cabinets. I see a lot of looks like recording equipment sitting there, because Splash the Don, I guess he's he records music or whatever. So it appears that maybe he has some things already set up there that he's been working with. The TV that we seen looks like they won that 65-inch TV. That's still sitting there in the floor. But she spoke out on some of the things. Keesha spoke out on some of the things that they were initially thinking about moving out of the kitchen and how they're gonna refurbish or renovate that moving forward. Moved into the room that has the high ceilings and fireplace, bookshelves, things of that nature. That's like a family room, I would say. Spoke out on some things that they were planning to do there. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. Once again, I'm having my little Ricolas here. Okay. So, they spoke out of some things that I really do like that room. Now that I want to mention that, the high ceilings and the windows and fireplace and all of that, I did like that. I think she mentioned maybe they would try to update the fireplace. I don't know. Then they went into the laundry area, laundry room, and was saying how it was one little spot before they got to the laundry room with the little pantry area. She was trying to decide if that was a pantry or whatever. It kind of looked like maybe it could have been like almost like a little linen closet. Went to the laundry room and then proceeded on through where it was a big area where she did say that could be the pantry. And then they went on upstairs, and there they showed the bedrooms. That's where they actually, one of the bedrooms where they ran into the attic, the older style attics where you pull down the rope. And so Jeremy walked up there. They kind of cut that clip a little bit because Keesha was curious about what was even up there. And whatever was up there, I'm just assuming insulation and whatever an attic usually has. So just the setup there kind of lets you know that the house is not so much up to date as far as a more modern day home. So these are some of the reasons why she's saying she wants to do a more modern renovation on the home. A lot of doors in the house. It's not a lot of open space. A lot of doors that I see them going through to get to there. The bathrooms. I don't really remember a bathroom on the main floor. But moving forward, one of those bathrooms, I tell you, it was so narrow. It was like 2 doorways, maybe one coming from a bedroom, one coming from a hallway. Very, very narrow going in here. The little sink area going through, I think maybe you can get to the toilet room where the toilet is and the bathtub, but very narrow. Even if it's for the little girls, it's just so narrow. It would get me claustrophobic, you know. And then another bathroom up there that was off from one of the bedrooms that kind of appeared to be like a big office look to me, where it had the bookshelves. I can't remember if it had a fireplace, but it had bookshelves, maybe where a big TV could be hung in there. Looks like those shelves and all were made into the wall and had big windows there. Big size room. But off from there, so I could see how maybe they were saying that would be the main bedroom. Mind you, this is on the 2nd floor. But going through there, then there's the big bathroom where you have the big walk-in bathroom with the larger size tub, shower, double sinks, blah blah, you know, whatever. This takes me back to remember, yes, there was a bathroom on the main floor, just a guest bathroom with the toilet, sink, and she was saying a couple things they want to upgrade in there, because this bathroom on the main floor is the small bathroom on the main floor and the larger bathroom upstairs. I remember it had this kind of wallpaper that's giving like wood grain or paper or some kind of offset wallpaper that she was saying that they were going to maybe change all of that different stuff out of there. So yeah, walking through, show the bedrooms. I remember them going in one of the bedrooms. There was something hanging in the closet, like maybe some clothes or something that was under a plastic bag that she said the owners had maybe forgotten. And I'm saying owners or previous owners. I think that maybe that's what she meant. People are still speculating whether this is a rent-to-own or if they actually purchased the home. But if they're doing this much renovating, it would have to be actually owned, I would say. Then they proceeded. They went down. They showed the basement. Going into the basement, big area where you could see where maybe some plumbing pipes were kind of laid, foundation a little bit for plumbing, where maybe they were going to put a restroom. So they said maybe they debated on if that area was too big for maybe a restroom or not. But that was an idea. And moving on, it was not a walk out basement, but it did have like a little door where you could step outside from the basement. And then they kind of debated on the one little area. The breakup of the basement appears that some the previous owners had initially started kind of finishing the basement, but they didn't follow through. So it's like maybe picking up where they're left off. So they're like, well, do we want to make this little area the theater area? It looks like the previous owners had like a little salon sink sitting there, so maybe they were using it for a little salon area. I don't know. But just the breakdown of everything of how they were going through the home. A lot of things like, okay, we're almost like they were seeing the house for the first time. And all the ideas that they're speaking out, they were not, Keesha and Jeremy were not all the way on the same page of what they are planning to do. So I can see here, like when Jeremy is speaking, he's doing the camera, and he's the cameraman at this time while she's showing the home, but he's speaking out as well. And it's like they're not in total agreement on how they plan to do the renovation. Of course, it takes time and drawing up and getting with the right contractors and doing all of that. Yes, we know. So I just say though, when you purchase a home for a certain amount of money, I would think that you would not want to have so much to do to the home. Say if this house was, they paid $400,000 for the home that they just got, and then all of the updating renovation that they are speaking out on. Because I just know, just to say, when we first had the person come in to give us the estimate for our basement, $100,000 just for the basement alone. And I'm like, so if you're $400,000 and you're thinking about updating everything to modern, and what you are thinking about tearing down and knocking out walls and pushing things through and doing different things, that is adding on another lump of money. I say, and then time wise, like, now how much longer will you be before you can get in your home? These are just questions that I'm just asking myself as I'm doing the commentary and reacting as I was watching the video today. And I'm just like, me personally, when purchasing the home now, we're on our second home. Our first home, yes, we had to renovate, and we did things in small portions of time once we were actually in the home. We say, okay, we're going to utilize this time, we're going to do the kitchen area. We're going to do this area at this time. We're going to do our carpet. We're going to do new floorings in here. That's what we did previously in our first purchase home. And eventually we got it how we wanted it. And then when we got to our new home, and we've been here, some years. But when we made that decision to move to another home after having our first home, we knew that we did not want to move to purchase anywhere that required a lot of work. We just wanted to be able to get right in and be comfortable. And even knowing that it was things that we wanted to do in our basement, it was partially set up to where it didn't require a lot of thought as far as what needed to be done, because it had already been a lot of added. But if you're thinking about insulation and lighting and how you want the walls done, and you can get breakdown of and the flooring and ceilings and all of that. It really depends on how you want to do it. If you want to go all out, or if you just basically want just an open floor plan, if you want to deal with a lot of walls. Or luckily it was already set up with the balcony, the patio door, walkout, basement, and all of that. So we were able to come to an agreement on being sensible with how we wanted to have it done. So it just really depends on the person and how much you want to pay and what you really want to have done. And yeah, so I'm just giving my opinions on that, and I wish them the best with what they do. But I'm just gonna say, as far as taking too many opinions on the renovation from others when actually seeking out and asking, I'm just like, some things in life we really, really do have to say, oh, I like this color paint. Not say, do you like this color paint? Or, I like these mirrors on this wall. Or, do you like these mirrors on the wall? Or, it's like something you just really have to know what you like, opposed to going off of what someone else likes, because you're going to always be confused. You're always going to feel a little uncomfortable. It's just going to I just feel like it's going to throw things off if you just don't really figure out how to really maneuver and get things to where you like them. Because I know they need to be on one accord when it comes to renovating, even with the purchasing, which they've already done, but be in a little bit of understanding and on the same page. I know it requires compromise, where that just takes time once they meet up with who they need to meet up with for the renovation. But yeah, wish them the best moving forward, because we know they need to get out of that apartment and get them girls as well as themselves into a space where they could be comfortable, you know what I'm saying, have room to grow. So yeah, um like I say, I just want to, in each of my videos, before I close out, I like to share a little something, my favorite things. Y'all, if y'all see this little sweater I'm wearing today, um, I got it some time back. I love the flowiness of it. A little bit off the shoulder here. It has a little bit of a tie there on the back. Maybe I can show you a little bit better. But also, y'all, this time of year, make sure you are protecting that skin. I love to use this Olay Complete, one of my favorite things. It's awfully cold where I am, but even in summer days, I make sure I use this. It's an all season, for every season. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. It is the Olay Complete. This is for normal skin. Costs like $11. This is the 6 fluid ounces. UV 365 daily moisturizer with sunscreen. Broad spectrum. SPF 15. Yeah, one of my favorites. I love to keep my face. I don't do much to my face. I do a little eyeshadow, lip gloss. But as far as my skin goes, I make sure I keep it clean. And I mean, this right here just brings the skin back to life. From when you wake up or just anytime after a long day, it's just clean that face. Put some of this on, and I just put it around my face really good, my ears, my neck. And it's just something really good that we should just be in the habit of doing, moisturizing the skin, protecting the skin, because this is going to eliminate a lot of quick aging. At least that's what I believe. Yeah, protect that skin. One of my favorites, like I say, Olay Complete. Um, yeah, keep being safe out there, wearing those masks, because I've been doing my part, and at the same time, I find myself still needing these Ricolas. So yeah, thank you for watching. I am Naturally Literary Inspires. Please make sure you thumbs up this video if you have not already. Like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And hopefully you'll come back and see me. Welcome to all new subscribers. Welcome and thank you for all returning subscribers.